Hello, lovely ladies. I thought I'd come in and do a little video for you as we are nearing the end of our free trial in the She Connects Circle group. I wanted to come in and just talk to you about your well-being and the sense. Partly what I wanted to create this group for is because what I now know to be true is that well-being is not the fruit of something that you do. Well-being is the essence of who you are. You have already within you innate well-being and mental health. And that's what I'm deeply passionate about sharing. That there's nowhere for you to get to, that you're already there. Now, whilst I completely and utterly believe in exercise and nutrition and connection and hydration and movement in general and being in nature, actually all of those things can't and won't bring you happiness. You can believe that they bring you happiness, but what is actually creating the happiness and the feelings of peace is already there within you. So partly the purpose of this group is to create a community of women where we go through stuff together, because what I want to teach and the message that I want to get across is that true connection, which I feel has already been coming in the groups, both the groups, is what happens when human beings spend time together without their thinking getting in the way. And a lot of what I want this group to be about is that strong sense of connection and that utter, I know without a shadow of a doubt that you've already got everything you need inside of you. Now, the movement is one thing. And I've heard a lot of women tell me that they've been too busy or that they don't make time for themselves. And what I hear an awful lot from my clients and from women is that they essentially argue the case for why they're not good enough. And they try and convince me that that they won't get what they want, or they can't have what they want. And so it's like they're judge, jury, and executor on themselves. And I imagine that that's like having, an array of very critical voices in your mind 100% of the time, telling you why you can't do something and why you're not good enough. And so that's what I also wanted to work on or teach, is that if you could just stop arguing for your limitations, what is possible? What could be possible for you? Because I'm sitting here coming to you as someone who spent the majority of her life arguing for her limitations in my own mind, and also a lot of the time to others. I was absolutely and utterly convinced I was broken. And that was even before my brother's accidents. If you don't know me at all and you've come into the group new, my brother and father were in a motorbike accident when I was 21. My brother was killed and my father was chronically disabled for the rest of his life. But even before that, I struggled with depression and fear-based thinking and insecure thinking. And it was only coming across this understanding that in my mid-40s that actually helped me. Not mid-40s, it's a couple of years ago, and I'm 47. Trying to make myself younger. Not that age matters, of course, because life is life. And, you know, what I absolutely believe is when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that, I'm very blessed to say that that is what happened to me. I must have been open and ready to see the truth of who I truly am, rather than keep believing the continual ego voice and being pretty self-obsessed about how I was coming across in the world, how I thought I looked, how I thought I should speak, what I thought I should do with my life, how many qualifications I had, what kind of daughter I was, what kind of mother I was, what kind of friend I was. All of that stuff was just kind of continual in my mind. So another kind of purpose for this group is to, I'll be doing a monthly theme around all of the things that I've seen come up for women, including money management, including stress, confidence, motivation, depression, weight, all of that stuff which we kind of navigate our way through day to day. Binge eating's another one. Alcohol is another big one. And I want to teach you what I've learned, and I want to be able to create that space for you to see for yourself what you have got going for you. So not only will there be exercises and yoga, I will be doing a guest interview once per month, hopefully based on the theme of the month. I'm going to be doing a question and answer with me, which I'll use Zoom for, so you'll all be there, and we can ask, and you know, we can look at what's being brought up for you, and you can potentially get some coaching with me if you don't mind, obviously talking within a group. The good thing about Zoom is that you don't have to be seen on camera, so if you're worried about being seen, then I've got you covered. I'll also be doing a live on the group, sort of a half an hour Facebook live, essentially based around on what's coming up for people in the group. Because that connection is important, I think the Zoom group call will be brilliant. So that's why I'm doing that. We'll obviously have the recipes, all the nutritional kind of life hacks, but I'm also studying at the moment a very in-depth course around menopause, perimenopause. So I want to be able to use that information to give you the most up-to-date knowledge around how you can empower yourself as a woman, any woman of any age, because essentially all that information is very similar for all of us. We all have hormones, we all have estrogen, some of us have PCOS, some of us have, you know, arthritis, a lot of us have a different kind of autoimmune diseases and stuff like that. So I want to give you the best information that I can within the group setting. I'm also going to be doing offering meditation. So I'll be giving you one a meditation that you can download onto your MP3, and I'll be creating some more meditations for you so that you can essentially learn to or listen in a calm place, and that will kind of give you a space to be able to get involved and listen more. I want to encourage the walk into wellness. I absolutely believe that being in nature is astonishing for our souls. So I want to encourage that, and posting your pictures and stuff like that. And I'd also like to create a little recommended book reading content, because I know a lot of people love reading and they love sharing books, they love sharing recipes. So it's that, essentially it's going to be a safe space for you. So essentially, I want to show you that if I can get to a place of peace and calm and happiness and surrendering to what is, then you can too. And whilst it's not my place to give you hope, what I want you to know is that firstly, if I can do it, anyone can. And secondly, hope is within you if you are able to see something different for yourself and stop arguing for your limitations. And with that hope comes a gateway to new possibilities. And that's the work that I do with my one-to-one clients. And I wanted to kind of do it on a broader spectrum for the wider collective group at an affordable price. So for those of you women that are in the group now, it's $19.99 per month. There is if you scroll down, I'll put the link below. You can pay for a year up front, but you're not tied into any contract. You can leave whenever you want. And that's just my way of saying thank you so much for coming into the trial group and trusting me. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope that it's not raining wherever you are, because it's been raining non-stop here. And I'm running my first retreat next week in Spain, which I'm really looking forward to. If any of you want to come along and you're free next week, please come along, or please message me, where I'll be talking much more about this conversation that has led to the huge change in me, where I was chronically anxious, chronically self-critical, had chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, lots of chronics in there. Yeah, I'm not going to use that word again. I was going to, but I'm not going to now. But yeah, anyway, if you're choosing not to stay in the group, that's absolutely fine. Thank you so much for coming in. I'd recommend that you go to the main free group and really watch the body image series that I did of 5 videos. I think that will give you an introduction into the understanding from which I now teach. Anyway, this is just to say thank you. Thank you for those of you that have come into the group already, our group. Thank you for those of you that signed already. I'm deeply grateful. And I'm looking forward to carrying on this exploration with you. So have a wonderful day. Take care. You are enough. Lots of love.